My name is Joe Rella, and I am a teacher. My present teaching assignment is as superintendent of Comstock Schools. So, may I say, welcome to Comstock, home of the Warriors. Now, we haven't had much to celebrate in the last 3 years or so, have we? Nope. To a greater or lesser extent, all of us have felt helpless, demoralized, frustrated, scared, angry, frightened for our children's futures. What's wrong? Things have changed so much. They have, haven't they? Well, remember, we, all of us, have been passengers on a plane being built in midair. As our commissioner described his APPR initiative, but applies to so many other things that are happening. There are a lot of planes. The Common Core plane, the Park plane. Well, none of that sad stuff today. None of it. No long faces. Because today, we are canceling our flight reservations. Yeah. We are jumping off that plane. Hold hands. I don't want you to get hurt. But you really can't get hurt. Because that plane barely got off the ground. It never was going to fly very high. It wasn't designed to fly very high. Today's message is a very simple and very important one. The New York State Common Core Initiative, its implementation and testing regimen is hurting our children, and it must stop now. I was hoping you'd respond that way, otherwise I'd pretty much be done.
You're our hero, Dr. Rella.
All right. Any test designed to have 70% of the children taking it fail is abusive.
Yes.
Period. Planned, designed that way. We were told it was going to happen back last November, December. Any test designed to have 70% of the children taking it fail is abusive. I have to ask the question, what's right about what's going on? What's right about any initiative that puts families in turmoil, puts dedicated people in fear of losing their livelihoods, and now the ultimate obscenity, damaging a child's self-image and altering, perhaps permanently, a child's self-definition? They should be ashamed of themselves. The irony is that those engaged in what amounts to the programmatic destruction of public education, those who design the programs, write the curricula, produce the assessments, prepare the reports, write the blistering news articles and television scripts, bemoaning our constant failure. And let's not forget, most importantly, those who tally up all that money coming in would be doing none of it if it weren't for a teacher, and many teachers. Our parents don't have to wait to find out 6 months later how their kids did. If you want to know how your child is doing in school, ask your child's teacher. Ask your child's principal. So, The Common Core initiative, its implementation and testing regimen is hurting our children. It must stop now. All right. It must be examined by educational professionals, not business people. I know it's a novel concept, but we're breaking new ground here today. We need practitioners, teachers, administrators, academics, people who attended public school for 12 years and also had family members who attended, probably don't qualify.
Right.
Let's look at it another way. I had a knee operation in 1971. And I also have seen a number of doctors over the years, and so have members of my family. So by virtue of that, when I leave here today, I should be able to waltz myself into the operating room at Mather Hospital and do some orthopedic surgery. Makes sense? After they took me out of the straitjacket, I wouldn't be allowed back on the property. That's not happening to any of these guys. First, you gotta stop it now. Put the brakes on. Time out. Then, if it can be fixed, and I have serious doubts whether that's possible, but if it can be fixed, then fix it. If it can't, then throw it out. Scrap it. Say it now. Ready? Stop it, fix it, or scrap it. Again, stop it, fix it, or scrap it. Rule of threes, one more time. Stop it, fix it, or scrap it. All right. Whatever incomprehensible initiative has been thrust upon our teachers and administrators, their response has always been the same. How are we going to get this to work for the kids? We don't want the kids to feel this. Parents do exactly the same thing. Property tax caps, cutting programs, larger class sizes, reorganizing schools, less activities, paying more, getting less. How are we going to make this work for the children? They know that. They depend on that. That's what teachers do. That's what parents do. We turn ourselves inside out to ensure that our children won't get hurt. Indeed, our children have been the light shining through the darkness of these past years. Walk into any school building. Be around those kids. You don't think about any of these things because you're blinded by the light of the children. And it's not as if we won't continue to behave in exactly the same way, but we shouldn't have to. No matter how good individual efforts are, we must be united. So let today, August the 17th, 2013, be the day that we found our collective voice. Only together do we have a shot at getting this done. All of us came to here today in separate groups. We came with our districts, families, communities. We're wearing our school colors, union logos, slogans. Everybody, all at once, shout out the name of your district. I didn't understand anything you said. All right, everybody, all at once, shout out the name of your community. This must have been what the Tower of Babel was like. So, we came separately, but we must leave united with a laser-like focus, one issue, one voice. Now let's try it with stop it, fix it, and scrap it. Ready? Stop
it, fix it, scrap it.
Clear as a bell. That was the before, this is the after. Stop it, fix it, or scrap it. So I would like to put this as a motion before this magnificent assembly. A motion to approve the following resolution. Whereas the New York State Common Core initiative, implementation, and testing regimen hurts children. And whereas we believe that our children are a light, a beacon, and that this light is in serious jeopardy of being extinguished by this abusive initiative. Now, therefore, be it resolved. We, call upon the governor, the regents, the commissioner of education, and the state legislature to call a halt to it immediately and have it examined by educators. If it is capable of being fixed, fix it. If it is not, then throw it out, scrap it, stop it, fix it, or scrap it. Do I have a second for that motion? Is there any discussion? All in favor, say aye. All opposed? Hearing none, the motion carries. Let's get on it.